Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss modification in Young's double slit experiment. The modification means we are changing the position of the source. Whenever we are changing the position of the source, then how the central maxima it will be formed and what is the path difference and what is the position of the bright fringes and dark fringes. Now here the source placed at infinite distance, the rays not parallel to principal axis. Now if you take the diagram, the screen, the rays are coming from infinite distance and incident on S1 and S2 slits. The rays are passing through the S1 and S2 slit and for meeting at point P on the screen. This point will give the position of the fringe. That position of the fringe is the value we are taking from central maxima to P, the value is represented by Y. Now these rays are coming from infinite distance and makes with angle alpha with principal axis. Now I want to calculate what is the path difference whenever the source is coming from infinite distance. In this diagram, if you take this one S1 and S2, S1 and S2 is this much of greater and S1 also this much of greater. For example, if I take this P value is located at point P, means for the condition for central maxima, that time what will happen? D sin theta is equals to D sin alpha. This theta is after the theta makes with an angle above the principal axis. And below the principal axis is this is above the principal axis is theta and below the principal axis is alpha. Then if I take the condition for central maxima condition, what is the delta x is equals to 0. Delta x equals to 0 means these two rays are meeting at the point C, means in this central maxima. That time what I have to write now, I can write it as D sin alpha is equals to D sin theta. It will be cancel on both sides, therefore alpha is equals to theta. Whenever these two rays are meeting at central maxima, that time what will happen? According to alternate angles, we can alpha is equals to theta, means two angles are equal. Then we can write it as position of the fringe. Position of the fringe also we can find out, but we know that the tan theta is equals to y upon d, therefore y is equals to d into tan theta. This d into tan theta we can say shift of central maximum. The central maximum is shifted where it is d into tan theta. This is a condition for whenever the source is placed infinite distance. Now the second condition we can discuss. Source placed beyond principal axis. Source is placed beyond the principal axis. Now it is a screen. Now we can take, it is a principal axis. Now we can say central maxima delta x is equals to 0. Now the source is placed beyond the principal axis. Now I am taking source here, it is a source. Source is placed above the principal axis. that above the principal axis, this distance I am taking B. Okay, how much of height I am taking? The source is placed above the principal axis, that height is B. Now the ray is, this is a S1 and S2. The rays are coming from the source, and it will meet at point P. Okay. This is a S1 and this is S2. The distance between S1 and S2 is a D. Now I am taking the distance from screen to slits is a capital D, and the distance from source to slit, it is a small a. Now the distance from P to this point, central maximum, what we can write? It is represented by 1. Now I want to calculate what is a path difference. Now if I take the path difference, here I am taking according to this one, which one? S2P is a greater, means S2P is greater than to S1P. Then how we can write this value? Therefore, path difference is delta x. Delta x is a, what is that? Here S2P effective minus S1P effective. Why? Because we are not taking from this point, we are taking from here. Source we are taking from S2P, means S1P is effective, means increase. That's why I am writing S1P effective and S2P effective. The S1P, how we can write this value? I can write it yes S2 plus S2P minus yes S1 plus S1P. Now if I write this value as S2 minus yes S1 plus S2P minus S1P. If you see this diagram, S2P minus S1P represents, what is the value? This distance up to here, vertical distance, the product of vertical distances upon the distance between screen and source. Then we can write this value, therefore the y, the small d upon capital. Now here also what we are doing? S2P minus S1P. According to this one, again what way? It is a double slit and this is a position. How we can write? Again we can take vertical distances upon horizontal distance. The vertical distance, what we can write here? Here dB upon d. This is called the path difference. We can find out by using this formula whenever the source is above the principal axis or below the principal axis. We can find the path difference by using this formula, dB upon A plus yd upon d. Here only one thing you have to remember, the vertical distances upon horizontal distance. Again here according to this one, what will happen? To these two slits, again it will be Young's double slit of the mirror image. Then vertical distances dB upon horizontal distance. This is our horizontal distance. This is the formula for path difference to find whenever the source is placed above the principal axis or below the principal axis. Another third condition also we can discuss. This called third condition. We can say this all what is that? This slits on y-axis. For example, if I take horizontal. Now I am taking the horizontal position. Horizontal position means now I am taking, this is the principal axis. In this principal axis, Now I am taking, this is a screen. Now it is a center. Now I am taking the slits. It is a S2 slit. This one is S1 slit. The distance between these two slits is small. Now the distance from slits to screen, the value is capital D. Now here again what will happen from this, the rays are going and meeting at point P. Okay, in this condition it is a center. If I take the center value also, I can take like that. Now the distance from here to this principal axis, then we can say it is a y value. Now again we have to find out what is a path difference. Now if I want to take, in this condition what will happen, S2P is greater than to S1P. If I take how much of it is greater, this is a theta. Now if I draw the perpendicular line and S2, here what will happen, this is also theta. Now this value we can write D cos theta. Okay, after calculation, you can find out this value. The path difference, what is the path difference? Whenever, if you take the central candidate, the maximum, these two waves are meet at point here, the central maxima delta x is equals to 0. Whenever the delta x equals to 0, then in this condition what is the path difference? P2 minus S2 minus S1P is equals to D cos theta. S2 minus S1P is nothing but delta x. Now we can write here, therefore directly I am writing the path difference is delta x is equals to D cos theta. Here whenever the two slits are vertically fixed, that time path difference is equals to D sin theta. Whenever the two slits are placed horizontal direction or horizontal, along the horizontal, that time path difference is equals to D cos theta. If I want to calculate for delta x maximum, if I want to take the delta x is a maximum, here what we have to take? Theta value is equals to, theta value is 0 and cos theta is equals to 1. That time what will happen? Delta x is equals to D. If I take for delta x minimum, then theta is equals to 90, then delta x value is 0. Okay, but we know that y upon d is equals to tan theta. In this tan theta, if I take the values, it is a theta, y and d. If I take this value, I put in this, what is d square plus y square. By using this triangle, I can write the cos theta. The cos theta is equals to capital D upon under root d square plus y square. Okay, this capital D theta value, if I substitute here, the path difference delta x is equals to the small d upon capital, small d into capital D upon d square plus y square. This is another formula of the path difference, absence of the theta. Whenever theta is not given, that time we have to use the formula d is cos theta value is how much? Capital D upon d square under root d square plus y square. Then this value if you substitute in this equation, the path difference becomes d small d into capital D upon under root capital D square plus small y square. And then whenever the theta value is given, that time the path difference we can find out by using this formula. In the absence of the theta, we can find the path difference by using this condition. Okay. Now this is a source placed infinite distance, source placed above the principal axis. The same condition above the principal axis and below the principal axis, same condition we have to take. Here also, if these sources are above the infinity is below the principal axis. If you take the source above the principal axis, that time also condition is the same. In this condition, this source is below the principal axis or above the principal axis, condition is the same. And here also, the source is placed above beyond the principal axis, above the principal axis or below the principal axis with finite distance. It is an infinite distance. It is a finite distance. The value is both condition same. If the two slits are arranged in horizontal direction, the path difference is d cos theta. The maximum for 0 degree and minimum for 90 degree. That time what is the path difference options of the theta? Small d capital D upon under root d square plus y square. Now copy down. Now find the nature and order of interference at point O and P. Here it is a given. In this concept, what is that? The source is placed above the principal axis. And here the values are given. In this values, what is that? Source. The source is placed above the principal axis 1 millimeter. The two slits are separated by a distance is 10 millimeter. And the position of the fringe is 5 millimeter. The distance between the screen and slit is 2 meter, and the distance between slit and source is 1 meter. Now we have to find out nature and the order of interference at point P and O. Before discussing at point O, now I am taking at point O. Yeah, the values we have to write it. What is the value? B value is given 1 millimeter, A value is given 1 meter, capital D is 2 meter, and the small d value is 10 millimeter, and Y value is 5 millimeter. Okay, this is our given values. In this, first I am taking at point P, at this point P. The path difference is, what is the path difference? Delta x is equals to, what is the value? BD upon A plus Y small d upon capital D. If I substitute the values, B value is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3, D value is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3, divided by 1 plus Y value is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter, and the small d value is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter divided by 2 meters. Now here we can write 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 plus 50 into 10 to the power of minus 6 upon 2. This value we can write, it is a 50, and 70 into 10 to the power of minus 6 upon 2. The path difference is 35 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter, or we can write it 35 micrometer. Path difference we got it. Now what we have to find out? interference at point P. Interference at point P. Now let us consider. Now I am taking for maxima. For maxima, what is the value? Delta x is equals to n lambda. This n value we don't know. That order where we are given a nature we got it. This is the value we are getting. Order we have to this order is nothing but n value we have to find out. Here n is equals to, we can write delta x upon lambda. Here the lambda value is given. That lambda value is 5000 angstroms. So the lambda value also mentioned, that is lambda is 5000 angstroms. If I substitute the value 35 into 10 to the power of minus 6 upon 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Here, sorry, here what will happen? 27. Now, n is equals to, we can write it 35 upon 5 into 10. 5 2s are, it is a 75. How many number? The number of where it is located at the 75 number, the center, this maxima is P point is located. Now going to for at point 2O. Here at point 2O means, what does it mean? These two values are meeting at point meeting at the central maximum. In that time, what will happen? These two values are 0. Then we have to find out this value. What is the excess value? This is the excess value. That excess value we have to find out. Then at point 2A we are writing delta x. Here again I am writing the formula delta x is equals to BD upon small a plus 0. Why? Because this value is the y value. Y value is located at the point O of its center. This y value is a 0. That's why this total part is a 0. Now I don't want to write this value. At point O means, what does it mean? Therefore y is equals to 0. Y equals to 0 means, if I substitute the y value here, this total part is a 0. Then delta x equals to BD upon a. Now if you substitute the b value, 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3, d value is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 upon 1. Then path difference delta x is equals to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter. Path difference we got it. After what we have to find out? Nature we have to find out. Now I am taking for maxima. For maxima, delta x is equals to n lambda. N is equals to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 upon 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7. Now here that value we can write n is equals to 20. Where it is a central maxima, it will be formed at 20 central maxima, it is a form. Here what is that? At 75 number, the central P point is located in the central maxima. If this P point is, if the interference at point O, it is a 20. Interference at point P, the value is 75. Now like that only, if you have any sum, we have to solve it by using this condition. Whenever they are meeting the point P means, we have to take this condition. At point O means central maxima, y value is 0. Y means this point is not located here. This point is located at point P. The point O means central maxima. Then what is the distance of P value? The P is here. This distance is 0. That's why y value is 0. Then path difference we have to find out. Delta x equals to BD upon A. Now another sum we can discuss. That another sum is condition is here, find y, find the y where where is 50 percentage of I maximum, 50% of I maximum. Now I maxima between first minima and first maximum. Now here given intensity is given. The intensity is how much? 50% of I maxima. Then 50% of I maxima of between first minima and first maximum. First of all, what we have to find out? We have to find out what is a phase width. Here, if you take this value, or we can take this is a screen. On this screen, how it will be located? This is a central maxima. It means delta x is equals to 0. After central maxima, what will happen? It will be first minimum. After first maxima. And after second minimum. After second maximum. Like that, below also what will happen? It is a first minima, first maxima and second minimum. Here, how it will be located? What is a path difference? It is a 0. This value is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi and so on. Here also what is a minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. After integrating, already we have the path difference relation between path difference and phase difference. That time also we can find out what is the value. And here what will happen? In this Young's double slit experiment, bright fringes and dark fringes. Bright fringes is always forms 1, 2, 3, 0, 1. What is the path difference value? 2 pi n. 2 pi n is equals to 0. It is a central maximum. N is equals to 1, 2 pi. The 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi and 10 pi. It is the order of the maximum. It is located at this position. At this path phase difference. If you take the minima, where it is, it will be from 2n minus 1 into pi. 2n minus 1 into pi is nothing but n is equals to 1. It is a pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 3 pi, 7 pi, 5 pi, 6, 7 pi, 9 pi and 11 pi. Odd numbers it will form. If you observe here pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, like that only, according to that path phases, we have to take the maximum and minimum. Now here, find the y value where is 50% of I maxima between first minima and first maximum. Here, first of all, we have to find out the value. Therefore, but we know that I is equals to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2. This I value is given 50%. 50% means 2I naught, 4I naught cos square 5 by 2. Here I naught cancel, 2 cancel. Cos 5 is equals to, we can write plus or minus 1 by root 2. This is nothing but 5 by 4. Therefore, cos 5 by 4 is equals to what is the value? 5 by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4 and so on. How we can find out this value? Here I will give the logic. This value, whatever value we are getting, first you subtract the 5 by 4. What is the value? 3 pi by 4. After, once you add the value 5 by 4, it is a 5 by 4. Like that value we are getting. Then pi is equals, what is the value we are getting? Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, and so on. This is a pi value, we got it. Now what is the condition? We have to find the first minima and first maxima. It is the first minima and first maxima. We have to find the condition from year to year. Year to year means what is the condition? The value is the value is above the 1.1 above the pi value and below the 2 pi. Above the pi value and below the 2 pi, which is a possible here. If you take this one less than 2 pi, means it is not possible. If you take here 3 pi by 2 means 1.5, means 1.5, the path difference, phase difference, we got it. This is a phase difference. By using that one, we have to find the phase difference. First you copy down this one. Now, what is the path difference? We got it. The path difference is 3 pi by 2. But we know that delta pi is equals to 2 pi by lambda times of delta x. Delta pi value, what is that? 3 pi by 2 is equals to 2 pi by lambda into delta x. Pi will cancel. Then delta x is equals to 3 lambda upon 4. But d is equal, delta x value, what is that? Y the d upon capital D is equals to 3 lambda upon 4. Therefore, the y value is 3 lambda upon 4 into small d upon capital. This is a value of position. Okay, like that we have to